been gone for a long time. I've been in the 2K League, and ever since then, the competitive Pro-Am scene has changed. Especially for power forwards. When I came back to this game and I started playing Comp Pro-Am again, all people were telling me is that I need to make a new build. Yeah, bro, everybody learned how to use Patty. Everybody learned how to use T-Mac. You need a higher perimeter defense. So I hit up some of my friends who have been playing post-draft NBA 2K24, and they all told me that every power forward uses a 6'7" now. And at first, I was thinking, like, no way people are using 6'7s. Like, you're playing against people who stick dunk, anything, everything like that. At 6'7", you are allowed to get Hall of Fame challenger as a power forward, which allows you to contest three-pointers way better, and you need that with Patty Mills and T-Mac base in the game. And my first thought was, oh, well, the stick dunks and the jab steps and all that, that's going to be tricky to play against on a 6'7". You're not really going to get stops anyways. Most of the stops you get is if you get the steal, and you already are going to have a 95 steal on this build because you're not really going to block anybody. And I'll be honest, for a little bit, I was kind of skeptic about it, but I kept playing and I kept getting shot over very, very badly. So I knew that I needed to make a change. Keep in mind, this build that I'm about to show you guys, you can tweak it a little bit if you want. Listen, I never say to copy my builds exactly because they fit how I play. Use my videos as a template. I'm the only YouTuber that's going to tell you that. Use my videos as a template. Use me as a reference guide to how you want your build to look. If there's something you want to tweak, by all means, do it. I would not recommend using this build in 3v3 or 2v2. I would only use it in 5s just because the offensive rebound is going to be pretty low because you don't really need it in Pro-Am on a power forward. You're not really going to be getting many O boards anyways. And yes, this build can also be used in the rec center. But without further ado, let me show y'all how to make it. Like I said earlier in the video, you are going to want to start off as a power forward. It doesn't matter what handedness. I usually go left-handed. I'm going to go with the number 1. That's the number I use in the 2K League. You're going to want to start off as a power forward, and you see it starts with 6'9". Pretty much everybody uses a 6'8", or at least used to. But now the meta is 6'7". For the weight, now I spent a lot of time experimenting with the weight just because me personally, I like to have a fatter player. It allows you to have a bigger hitbox, if that makes sense. You can jump through people just by being fatter than them. But the thing is, you are going to want silver fast feet on this build. At 6'7", there are a lot of downsides to it. Playing power forward at 6'7", obviously you are a little bit smaller. So you want to get all of the positives that you can, and being able to get silver fast feet for defense is one of them. So you're going to end up wanting to go 256 pounds. It's the fattest you can go with getting silver fast feet. And then your wingspan, obviously you're going to want to max it out. You need wingspan. It'll allow you to get more defensive rebounds, more blocks. It'll give you better shot contests. Now we are going to start off with the finishing. Now, as many of you guys probably already know, the only finishing that people get in Pro-Am, or these competitive players, I understand in the rec center, you're the small forward, whoever plays on your team, he has a 95 driving dunk. This is for competitive gameplay. This is if you want to maximize your role at your position. You're going to want to go with an 83 standing dunk. That will allow you to get, I believe it's silver rise up whenever you up your vertical. And you'll also be able to stick dunk. I don't know if you guys, some of you may not know how to stick dunk, which is okay. I would definitely recommend learning it. Jab stepping into stick dunks is incredibly overpowered. I know you guys have played against somebody who knows how to do it, and you have not been able to stop it. And I could 100% tell you that if you learn how to do that on this build like I have, you will be such an offensive threat, especially on backdoor cut. Now, this is the most controversial part of the builds that I make. You're going to want to max out your three-pointer, obviously, just because, you know, you're going to be shooting a lot of threes. But me personally, I don't put mid-range on my builds. I don't think you need it. Now, yes, you do get, you know, gold catch and shoot. I think like silver deadeye, bronze limitless. If you up your midi, maybe you'll be able to get T-Mac if you max out your mid-range. I don't think you need it at all. If you use one of my jump shots and you're wide open in the corner and you have a hot spot, there is no reason that you should miss ever. I'm telling you that right now. If you miss, it's your fault. I think that mid-range shot costs way too much to put on a build. You will be taking away from so much in so many different categories. And then for the free throw, this is a 5v5 only build, so I went with an 86 free throw. Just because, you know, you get silver free points. If you miss with an 86 free throw, it's your fault. I'm gonna just be honest. It's nobody's fault but yours. Obviously, it'll happen, but there's no way you can't consistently time an 86 free throw. Now, for the playmaking, you don't put any ball handle. I know some of you guys want to be glitchy. No, okay, you're not gonna get good dribble moves. You're not gonna be dribbling on this build. This is for competitive gameplay. You're not gonna be dribbling, but you are going to want to put your pass accuracy to an 86. Now, the reason you do that is for only break starter gold. Break starter silver is a horrible badge. If you get the D boards like you're going to on this build and you try to throw a fast break across the court, say your team is really good at running breaks, you are going to mess it up with silver break starter. And honestly, gold break starter isn't even the best. It's just that 92 pass accuracy is way too expensive on a build. So 86 pass accuracy for gold break starter is more than good enough. Now for the defense, this is going to be the powerhouse of the build. You're going to want to start with your interior defense at an 82. Now you can actually have it lower if you want to. You know, this isn't for a badge requirement. It's just for me personally, when I'm going up against people who stick dunk and standing dunk. I am 6'7", so when I jump, I want to be able to take people out of dunks, you know, give them layups, and if they get a layup, I want to be able to get a contest on them. I need all the help I can get. Perimeter defense, this is why we make this build. You are going to want to go with a 94 perimeter defense, which will allow you to get Hall of Fame challenger. So for all the point guards, all the comp point guards who are using Patty Mills, all the comp shooting guards who are using T-Mac, even some of the lockdowns who are using T-Mac, this is going to counter that. You need Hall of Fame challenger to even compete with the best players in the game. I'm telling you right now. And when you jump, you are going to feel it. They're going to feel it. It's going to be a red contest every single time. And then you also get Hall of Fame clamps too, gold pick dodger too. You literally can be a lockdown on this build too if you want. This is really a hybrid if you want it to be. The steal, you are going to want to go with a 95 steal. That will allow you to get Hall of Fame interceptor. The main point of a power forward, not the main point, but one of their main points is being able to play lanes. You want Hall of Fame interceptor. You will also be getting gold glove, which will allow you to rip centers in the paint whenever they get there, because like I said, you are a smaller player, so the steals are going to help you out when you're in the paint. You can pluck them, and if you lab it and learn how to do it, it is incredibly overpowered. But mainly, like I said, this is mainly for the interceptor. You're going to want to take as many passes out of the air as possible. For the block, gold anchor would be very nice on this build, but unfortunately you can't get it. You can get silver anchor though, which with an 87 block allows you to get silver anchor, which is pretty good. With an 80 silver anchor mixed with an 82 interior defense will allow you to actually get a decent amount of stops in the paint, more than you would think. Like 6'7", the height, it matters, but not as much as you guys would think it does. It more matters so like about your positioning and where you are on the court. Your defensive rebound, you're gonna want to put at a 93, which will allow you to get gold rebound chaser. You're definitely gonna need gold rebound chaser on a power forward just so you can at least compete a little bit with the centers who you're guarding. You know, if your center is boxed out, you need to be able to hold your own in the paint if needed. But like I said, you're going to be going up against 7-footers. You're definitely going to need to worry about your positioning more than anything. But gold rebound chaser will definitely help you with that. Speed, obviously, since you're a defender, you're going to want to max out your speed. You want to be as fast as possible. Your strength, you're going to want to go with a 90 that allows you to get gold brick wall, but more importantly, Hall of Fame box out beast, which is the most important badge for a power forward. You better box out. You better get them rebounds for your team. I promise you, boxing out is way more important than you think it is. That's all my 2K League coach and GM were telling me the entire season. Now for the vertical, I went with a clean 80. I think I just upped my dunk a little bit by accident. Let me lower those two stats right there, or lower that, and that should be good right there. And then you're going to want to max out your stamina. Now right here, you are going to have a little bit left to play around with. You could put it on free throw for gold free points, and then if you want, you could put the rest on interior defense and offensive rebound. There you go. This is the final screenshot of what your build should look like. This is the best 6'7" build in the game. Now there are some ways that you can make it with like T-Mac. I think you can get an 87 mid-range shot, but me personally, I don't think it's worth it at all. 22 mid-range shot is it costs way too much on your build, and you're not going to be able to put stuff where you want to have it. So I definitely would not get T-Mac if I was you, but hey, if you want to, that's up to you. And then when you go ahead and finish the build, it should say, I think like 3-point threat or something actually, which is kind of a weird name. 2-way 3-point threat. That's kind of tough for a power forward. That's kind of like intimidating if you ask me. But yeah, that's the build. Now, like I said earlier in the video, this is mainly a Pro-Am and Rec Center build. You know, you're not going to be able to do everything. I'm not making a build with 80 everything so you can dribble the ball, shoot a little bit, dunk a little. No, okay? This is for competitive gameplay. This build is maximized for competitive gameplay. If you want to be the best of the best, this is the build you want to use for Pro-Am and Rec Center only. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.